Hey, what's up, everybody? Back here on the old Welker Farms, Irish Wolf. Um, Hopefully, you got the audio there now, because I thought you were able to hear him the whole time. Say something there, Wolf.
What's up?
We're doing a little double stream going right now. I actually don't even know why I'm driving this John Deere tractor around. I'm crazy, man. I do like this little one. What was this one? The John Deere what?
I don't even know which one you're in.
I forget what this is here. It's the kind of old school looking one. It's the 6920S. I really like the kind of sleek body style of this tractor. I imagine this one's probably a medium tractor.
Yeah.
It's
Most
a
of
nice
those John Deeres are. Most of those John Deeres, except for there's an 8R in there. That's not a tracked one. It's not an 8RT. It's just an 8R. Most of the tractors that are in that little barn are mediums.
Yeah. Yeah, he has the whole collection in here. He loves his John Deere stuff and wonders why the slot count's so high. That's okay.
Well, I'm over here. I'm over here in the field fertilizing now.
Oh, you started already without me, huh?
Yeah.
Where did you unload the pallets?
Right there by where the big brutes were parked. I'll come back later and move them. I do want to check something though. Make sure this is actually laying down fertilizer. Okay, it is.
And then where are you filling?
Actually, if you go over to, hang on a second. Shut this off.
We had to unload those pallets because of herbicide were in the tanks, so now we're filling up with fertilizer.
I'm standing right over here by the liquid fertilizer tank.
Yep, I see it.
It's in between the two solid-state fertilizer tanks.
So we'll get this all filled up here. Turn off the engine while it fills. Yeah, just back out here doing some more work. Hopefully, let's see if, check my video. I can't hear your echo of you, so say something.
Can you get the money cheat on PS4? Yes, you can get the money cheat on PS4. They have the
government subsidies.
The government subsidies mod on the PlayStation 4. Yes, they do have mods on the PlayStation 4, Jason. They actually got quite a bit of them. I'm playing on Welker's Farm. That's a mod. I got the Big Brute. That's a mod. So pretty much everything on this map, pretty much every piece of equipment I'm running on this map are mods. So.
You should go to my stream and actually see if you can hear yourself on there.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
No problem.
But we're going to get this field knocked out with fertilizer quick because these big brutes run at 15 mile an hour when they're spraying. Nice. Yeah.
Custom Welker Farms homemade deal for the Welker Farms.
Yep. If you actually, the funny thing is if you go to the Welker's Farm YouTube channel, right? You can actually, they have a playlist of where they built this thing.
Are you just going all the way around?
No, I'm just up and back and forth.
Oh, you're just going back and forth? Should I go down to the far end then?
It doesn't matter. Oh, God, Nike! Yeah, I can hear myself on your stream.
Oh, cool. I'm glad it's working. Just want to make sure, because
God, my dog just ripped fucking ass.
That's not good. That's so funny. Your dog and my dog have the same name.
Well, actually, there's 4 dogs in my house.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of your dogs has the same name as my dog, so.
Yeah. I have those on PC, but of course, that came out way earlier. I'm subbed. Cool. Make sure you go over to
Oregon Trees, check me out.
Oregon Trees channel, sub to his channel, hit the notification, because a lot of times, probably here from now on, we are probably going to be streaming together. So you'll be able to switch between the streams and watch both from what I'm doing and what he's doing. So make sure you go and sub to both channels and hit the notification bell and
share it and all that
keep
fun
up.
stuff. Yeah.
And share and like and all that stuff. But I will say this, streaming throughout the week for me will be iffy because I work nights, and I usually don't get off in the morning until around 1 in the morning. So streaming actually during a weekday will be hard for me to do, but I will definitely stream on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays.
For sure. I'll stream when I can as well. Recently, with the whole quarantine thing, I've been able to be online quite a bit, so... And this streaming thing's new to me, but it seems fun, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm on here quite a bit, so might as well share.
Mm-hmm. And we will not only be doing the Welker's Farm map, we will be doing other maps as well. Because we were talking earlier. Now, granted, you can only hear one side of the conversation, but we were talking earlier about doing a map that's cattle, where we do livestock, just specifically livestock and stuff. So we won't just only be doing the Welker's Farm map. So
much more to come, so stay tuned.
Yes. Oh, and I will tell you about one thing about these is they kind of run through fertilizer kind of fast. Like I'm already at 70%, and I've only made 2.5.
That's fine. They do such a big chunk.
Well, yeah, IRL. I mean, this is a 100-foot boom. So. That's how big it is in real life. It's a 100-foot boom. Now here, I think in the game it's like 33 meters or some shit like that. But this is a big piece of equipment that they built.
Well, 33 meters is 100 feet. Right?
Yeah. So
about. This thing moves too.
Yeah, 15 miles an hour. Now the funny thing is when the people who made this mod, right? The real Big Brute does almost 60 miles an hour.
Wow.
Right?
How many horses does they have? I didn't look. 1,000? I know their tractors are like 1,100, 1,200. Something
actually, if you go to the front and you zoom in on the hood, it says 425/100. The 425 is its horsepower rating.
Oh, is that all?
That's it.
Okay. Well, it's not doing a lot. It's not pulling a piece of equipment, so...
Yeah.
But their tractors have like 1,000 plus.
Yeah, now they don't have the Big Brute 747s. They got closer to the other Big Brutes that I have. So, I mean, still, they're 500-600 horsepower, tractors, so... So we're going to get this field all fertilized and then get it seeded, and then we'll go to work on the other 2 fields.
Yeah, what do you have over there? You have wheat over there for us?
Wheat, that's it. That's it.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with wheat.
Yeah. But field 2 is so jacked up because, like I said, I had seeded part of it with seasons on, and then seeded the rest of it without seasons. So that's why field 2 jacked up the way it did.
Yeah. Everything changed back over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for everybody who didn't watch our other videos...
Did you just get kicked again?
Oh, maybe.
The fuck?
Man, what's up with that?
I don't get it, dude.
I don't know,
I'm the only one. I am the only one up in my house that's using the internet right now. My phone's not. My phone's not even hooked to it.
Everything seems fine. I don't know why it keeps kicking me.
I don't know.
It's probably because
I
you
don't
have
get
a
it.
million mods. All right, well, my stream's still going. Hopefully, everybody stays with us here. And as videos go on,
Yeah.
I'm sure this won't be a thing that happens all the time. So
Yeah.
smoke them if you got them. At least now we're partied up. So
Yeah. So we're not losing actual. So we can still talk to each other.
I'm watching your stream too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Synchronizing simulator.
Everybody loves the synchronizing screen.
Right.
Like hurry up already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this keeps happening. Maybe we should jump over and start a new map.
Yeah, if it happens one more time, we'll probably jump over and start another map
And then we'll come back to this.
and then we'll come back to this until I can figure out exactly what's going on and why you keep losing connection.
For sure. I just reset my router stuff not too long ago as well. So
yeah. But see, that's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. Like earlier, before you started streaming, right?
Yeah.
Shit, you were playing for almost. You played for almost 2 hours before you got kicked the first time.
No, it kicked me quite a few times still. We notice it more now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, we're just back here in the big brute fertilizer. Getting some fertilizing done. I'm only at 73%. So I still have a ways to go.
Yeah, I'm at 41. On my tank, 40. But the good thing is this is also getting rid of the swaths that the combine made. So when you do empty out, you'll know exactly where you were when you come back.
Oh, for sure.
So.
Yeah, everybody that wasn't watching all the other videos, the field that we just harvested this whole field of soybeans, and what did we get? 400 and
Almost 440,000 liters
of soybeans.
Of soybeans out of this field.
50% fertilization, and there's full of weeds. There was weeds everywhere. We weren't paying attention, so
there was weeds everywhere. We weren't paying attention to shit. I was fast timing and wasn't realizing it. It was my fault, to be honest. It was my fault. You even said something like, "Hey, weren't we supposed to fertilize that one more time?" I was like, "Oh shit."
So we just went ahead and harvested it at about 50%. So we got, like you said, 440,000 liters.
Almost 440,000 liters. Hey, somebody else joined. We got 4 people watching us now on my channel.
Nice. And keep it coming. Hopefully everybody checks it all out.
Yeah. So those who are joining the live stream, we are working in We're working in my what I've dubbed the mega field, which is field 14, 15, 16, and 17 all plowed together. We just got done harvesting this. We got almost 440,000 liters. And what's up, Scylla? Is that how you say your name?
Rodrigo Scylla.
Rodrigo Scylla. And we got almost 440,000 liters out of this field. So that was soybeans. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pre-fertilize it, which is what we're doing. We're pre-spraying it, pre-fertilizing it. Then we're going to come back and plant it in soybeans again, and that'll give us our that'll also give us our second fertilization.
Yeah, so it'll be 100%.
So it'll be 100% fertilized, and then we just got to work on keeping the weeds out of it to see if the yield improves. I'll just call you Rodrigo. How about that?
Leave it at that. Yeah. Call him Rod. Hey, Rod.
So, but also you guys are probably going to hear this a lot. You're also going to hear this from Smoke about his channel. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you can keep up to date on the channel and everything that we're doing.
My channel's Oregon Trees.
So
hit me up. Check me out.
Be sure to go over and check his channel out. Like, subscribe, same thing over there.
I got other videos on there too. Not games, but check those out too if you want.
So right now what we're doing is basically just going to get this field sprayed, and you should be able to link Smoke. You should be able to link your YouTube channel in the chat.
Oh, is that right?
You should be able to. If I'm correct, I could be wrong about that. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out.
I don't know how YouTube's chat thing works.
Yeah. We'll find out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some pretty big fields.
Yeah, this is a big
did
field.
A good job putting them together. So, yeah, when you're doing that 50%, 50% on your harvest, on your yield for your harvest, and you're still pulling close to 500,000 liters. It's a big field. So, on this next one that we do, hopefully it stops kicking me off of here.
Yeah.
This next one, it keeps on booting me off the map. I'm not sure why. Probably because he has 100,000 mods on here. It took me a year to get all the mods that he has on this map. He almost doesn't have enough John Deere stuff on here. He almost broke the game with John Deere. So that's probably why it keeps booting me out. All the John Deere stuff. Not enough space on the map for me. Sorry. But hopefully we're going to keep on planting this field and harvest this whole field. We're going to be shooting for hopefully double, which would be about 900,000 liters.
Yeah, and like I said, that's if my math is correct. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but we never know. But I thought it was going to pull only 250,000 off of 100% fertilization, and it did way over that.
All right, I gotta go reload.
No problem. I'm at 36%.
Yeah, I'm empty.
Yeah, I figure as much. I was busy getting kicked out.
Son of a... Why did it pick up the herbicide?
Oh, no. what are we spraying for? We're spraying right now for fertilizing.
We're spraying fertilizer.
Yeah.
We are pre-spraying the field with fertilizer. So that way, after we plant, we don't have to. Why is it picking up herbicide? That is not a herbicide tank.
Weird. We're spraying because you have to spray fertilizer in stages, and doing it pre-plant or pre-cultivate gives it an extra stage. Like in most of my fields, I'll fertilize and then I'll cultivate and then I'll fertilize again and then I'll plant. That way, the planting is the very last thing that you do, and you don't have to. In the game, you don't really have to worry about running over your seeds, but and with the realism part of it going on, you always want to plant last. That way your soil is completely amended and you plant your plants last. But you could always let it go a growth stage or two or whatever and fertilize in between as well. But that's just my preferred method usually is to fertilize, cultivate, or seed. And the way he has his setup is it's a seeder and fertilizer all in one, so we're hoping on using those big seed hawk setups with what are they called? The big buds? Yeah.
The big buds. The big buds 16V747s.
Yeah, so he has two of those setups that we planted before, and hopefully it allows us to do the next fertilization stage with those. So with one more move after this, we'll be able to directly plant and fertilize one more time.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and move over and do some wheat. I have to close the window. It's getting cold in here.
Yes, you can do it before you cultivate, and when you cultivate, it will not get... They changed it from 17 to 19. Now, in 17, if you fertilize before you cultivated, yes, it would get rid of your fertilization stage. But in 19, they changed it to where you can fertilize before you cultivate. And it will not get rid of that fertilization stage. So...
I'm glad they changed it.
Yeah, I'm glad they changed it too. Because you would have to cultivate and then go back and fertilize, and then Yep. I mean, it was basically the same thing, but now they allowed you to where you can switch it around, Instead of cultivating then fertilizing, you can fertilize, then go back and cultivate. Or like what I got with the big seed hawks, my seed hawks, not only do they lay down seed, but they also lay down solid state fertilizer. So,
which is nice. They're big.
Yes,
I wouldn't recommend them for.
I do know that Welker's has two big. Actually, no, they have more than two. They actually have three.
In real life?
They actually have three big buds in real life. They have two. I can actually show you the closest things that they have that the game has are. Where is it? This guy right here, the Big Bud 450. This is closest to actually what they have. Right here. In real life. Now, the other Big Bud that they have is close to the 7.4. It has the same cab as the 747, but it is not a 747.
I saw a video of them one time pulling one of those with another one to get it out of the mud.
Yes, technically they have three. They have two that they actually do field work with, and then the other one is an older one that they don't do field work with, but they use it to move. They have a video of it where they used it to move help assemble a brand new grain bin and move a grain bin. So, yes, they actually do technically have three big buds.
So I think it's pretty cool that you're using the Big Bud stuff on here because it's Welker's Farms.
And I'm using their Big Brute,
Yeah.
you know, because they built this.
I do like this a lot. I
Sprayer.
don't use the Big Buds that much.
Yeah. Well, I've
But
I've
I like
I've
them both on
always
here.
been a fan of the Big Buds, and that also goes back to Giants too. I will say this about Giants, and that's the one thing I do like about Giants, the game developer, is they pay attention to the community, and they pay attention to the modding community. The Big Bud actually started out as a mod in 13, and then it was a mod in 15, and then they brought the Big Bud pack. Giants themselves made the Big Bud pack for 17. So,
Which way you
you empty?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go down and pick up where you left off. I still got 74%.
Okay. All those spots you missed.
That's just from turning.
Don't worry, I did the rest. Cruise down here, get some more fertilizer.
Actually, I may have enough fertilizer to finish this field out.
You think so? Let's see.
I'm at 74%. They didn't rebuild the Big Brute. They built the Big Brute. The Big Brute started out as a case sprayer, or no, it started out as some sort of case tractor. I can't remember what it was, but that's what it started out with. That's what the base of it was. The base of it was a case. I think it was a big case sprayer or something like that. As far as rebuild, I don't know if they've rebuilt it. I know they built it. I haven't been keeping up with their videos, so the last video of theirs I saw was when they built that international semi, which I absolutely love, and I wish somebody would make it a mod.
So I'm filling up the herbicide back into this brute, and I'm gonna go wash it and stuff too as well.
Yeah.
And then
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have enough to finish this field out.
Yeah, nice. You said you had a lime wagon somewhere?
Yeah, that red one. That's what the Big Brute was built out of. That the red case. Yeah. There's a barn over there that if you switch till you find my telehandler, the lime wagon will be right in there next to the telehandler.
Okay, because you need some lime out there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this field definitely needs to be limed.
Yeah, we should do that because we want to get it to 100%. So.
Yeah.
Let's get it right.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, you only have to lime after every few harvests. Like, except every 3 or 4 harvests, you have to lime.
Alright, so this one's all filled back up with herbicide and washed. I didn't get it fixed. It's not very low on that yet.
Yeah. I think the one I'm using has got more time on it anyway, because I think that one you jumped in was relatively brand new.
Yeah. Alright, you have that wagon there, so yeah, I'll grab one of your John Deere's. Maybe I'll grab that one I liked. Where's that one? I just really like the look of it. It's pretty nice. This one here, this 6920S. It's a good looking John Deere. Turn on the beacons. Off we go.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I'll grab another lime spreader. That's the big two-wheeled one, right?
The lime spreader?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red one.
Yeah, the big red two-wheeled one.
Uh-huh.
Tools. Yeah, it's got to be because it's only gonna cost me 2 slots.
Oh, you're getting another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get another one.
I can go down and grab it then. Do you have lime storage or a lime fill on your farm?
Yeah, I've got a lime station right there. It's right there by the seed, fertilizer, and everything.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna buzz on down to the store then and go get that all picked up.
I don't know how and when to use lime. Any thoughts?
What do you mean? What is it?
Normally, in the game, you use your lime. I think if I remember correctly, it's after every third harvest. So you just put it in a solid state fertilizer spreader, and then you just spread it on your field. And what it does is in real life, what lime does is it puts nitrogen back into your field.
Yeah, it reamends and rebuilds your soil.
Yeah. And that, so it helps your soil. So you just so you spread lime on your field, and then you come back and you cultivate it in, and it boosts your nitrogen levels and reamends your field and everything like that, like he said. So it's usually in the game.
So it adds minerals back into your soil.
Yeah.
Adds life back into your soil. So kind of revitalizes it.
Yeah. So after so to use it in the game, you just put it in a solid state fertilizer spreader, and then just go around and spread it around your field. Because after I get done spraying this field, that's probably what I'm going to go do, is probably go and pick up that new lime spreader.
Oh, I'm already here grabbing it.
Yeah, pick that up.
Up to the store to grab it. I'm hooking up now.
Yeah, and then fill it up, and then I'm probably going to spread, as he spread one side of the field, I'm going to spread the other. That's kind of how we've been working the mega field, is he's been starting on one, Smoke's been starting on one side, and I've been starting on the other.
Kind of meeting in the middle, so to speak.
Yeah,
his field's huge, so, we got to start somewhere.
Basically, my mega field takes up the entire lower left-hand corner of the map. Yes, Jason, so kind of like hiding a body.
It depends on how you chop the body up.
Exactly. So,
carrying a body, not taken apart, not disassembled, it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
I put my daughter to bed every night, and she's like 55 pounds. Man, she's tough to put to bed every night.
Yeah.
She likes to go to bed with Mama still, but that needs to come to an end soon. We have one on the way. She's due in the middle of July. And she can't be sleeping with Mama every night when new baby's there, so...
Yeah.
It's been kind of weird, though, with the whole corona situation and all that. And
yeah.
She's home from school for the rest of the year and stuff, so...
Yeah, it's...
weird times, man.
Exactly, man.
But she's doing pretty good. She has a tablet that she got from her school, so she does all her schoolwork on that. And that's pretty sweet. So where do you have your lime? It's right over here. Which one of these is lime?
You guys ever use the Minnesota map? Big farming. I have the Upper Minnesota Seasons Geo for my Seasons mod.
I haven't played that map.
I haven't either. I'll have to look into it. If it's even on here, because there are some maps that are on PC that aren't on here. Because everything that's on the consoles has to be approved by Giant. It has to go through Giants because Giants has to have it approved by by Microsoft or Sony, which I think is stupid.
So are these weird-looking silos over here? Is this your line?
Hang on a second.
Beehive-looking ones? Because, in, out, what is this? Oh, that's
No,
slurry?
that's not lime. That's liquid storage.
Liquid, yeah, okay, I see. I see the little slurry mechanism down there.
I'm standing in front of the lime silo.
Gotcha. I see it now.
It's right here.
Yeah, thanks.
That's the lime. Is it filling with lime?
Yep.
All right.
So, like, big as this map there, Jason? Is it, like, flat like this map?
Okay, here's the question. Is it a 4X map or is it a regular map? Because this is a regular map. This is not a 4X map. There are no 4X maps on console. It'd be nice if there was, though. 'Cause I'd like to have a nice big 4X map, you know?
Uh-huh.
And see, that's the thing. Like me, I like the really big maps. Like I wish County Line was on here.
Well, I tell you what, though, when you play a map like La Coronella, it's a small map, but the way they make the map in such detail and the roads and stuff like that makes the map feel really big.
It's a 4X flat map, so no, it's not. No, if it's a 4X map, it won't be on here.
Oh yeah, it's probably just on PC.
Yeah, that's gonna be PC only. I might have to stop for a second and throw on some basketball shorts. I'm still wearing
close that window. It's cold in here still.
Dude, I never even changed out of my PJs today when I got up. After I finally got up this afternoon, I never even changed out of them. I've been wearing my fucking pajama pants and a t-shirt all day.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shit, I may have to fill up again. I'm only got a 10%.
Well, you gotta do it now. There's a couple random. There's at least one random fertilizer pallet I dropped over there.
Nah, I'll just.
All right, where do we have to go?
I just won't fill all the way up. Maybe not 4X, but bigger than normal, I guess. Just flat. I don't know. I mean, I can always look in the mods listings for the game and see if it's in there in the maps, because they did put out a couple new maps. I did check the mods today before I started my first stream, and there have been some new stuff to come out. So. Yeah, I just won't fill the fertilizer up all the way. I'll only fill it probably up 30%, 25-30%. That should be enough to get me through the rest of the field.
For sure. If not, you'll have to go back again. And for now, I'm just gonna do lime on the areas we need lime. We don't need the whole thing right now. It's just these little road areas and that bottom 16 to get us going. So we could always.
I'm gonna have to move this freaking liquid fertilizer tank.
Why is that?
There we go.
Does it keep on messing with you over there? Yep, just getting some lime put down out here. I'm pretty sure we're on the right
You already got
spot.
you started working on that lime.
Yeah, so I'm just liming over the roads that were there right now, and we're just gonna do field 16 instead of doing all the lime right now. Because doing all the lime right now will take a little while. I would like to start getting some planting going on with the big setup. Those big seed hawk, big buds, those are sweet. Cruising right along. Getting this road here covered up. Little Irish wolf on here, he was plowing all these fields together. Make it look like one mega field on my map after it's all limed and fertilized all the way. Planted. Alright, so that should be the end of that. And see if I could tell where the road was going that way. I think it's right about here somewhere. Oh yeah, I can see it on my map that way. Didn't think about that. I can still see where the field was, you know, where the road was on my mini map. Where are you from, Jason? I didn't catch that if you said that already. And you're from like Louisville or what, right? Wolf, you're from Louisville.
Hello and welcome to whoever was joined and then left.
Oh, huh. But you're from Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Hey, Smoke, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Can you hear me?
I know he's still in the game because he's still showing up on my screen. I want to play County Line, but that is a PC-only map. And the reason I want to play County Line is because I watched the former Pickles roleplay on it with Buck and Grant and Austin the farmer, and I really want to play that because it's got two completely different. It's got two towns in it and everything like that. So I see that as that would be a great roleplay map. So I really want to play that map, but it's not on the consoles, unfortunately, which really sucks because that is a 4X map. That is a big map.
I wish I could play that.
But I want to play County Line. And as soon as I get my PC up and running, I will definitely be getting County Line and definitely playing County Line.
You can hear me just fine, right? Wolf?
I Squad makes good content, but I also like the more farming aspect of it. Like I like Squad Farms, which is Stevio, because he's also on that role play with the formal Jake the formal pickle and that. But as far as Squad, I could really do without. But I'm not gonna lie, he does make good content. His Rolling Coal Customs. I really liked his I like his Rolling Coal Customs videos. I will say that. I do like that.
Hey, Wolf, can you hear me?
No, Smoked, I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all of a sudden you just cut out on me.
weird.
One
I don't
second,
know.
I'm going to go to the party.
Stay tuned.
Say, hey, Smoke, say something.
I've been saying something. Can you hear me? Technical difficulties, everybody. Yo, yo, yo. Can you hear me? Sweet.
Quiet.
I know. I was actually talking to you guys, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't think they can hear me because nobody's saying anything to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like, oh, maybe no
I
one
don't know.
wants
I
to talk
couldn't
to
hear
me.
you. No, I just literally couldn't hear you. So.
Either way, it's fine. So I'm just down here on the bottom of 16. This should be the area that we need the lime.
Yeah, we didn't have to lime the whole field. Just had to lime the parts where I plowed the fields together, and then 16.
So it looks like I need to be just a hair lower than where I am, but I'll just buzz back around here. Get it started off right.
So all the fertilizing's done.
Cool. So you're gonna grab the other lime wagon and
I don't know. Let's see what it looks like for as far as needing lime.
all of this field 16 will need lime. It's a decent sized field.
Yeah, that is a decent sized field. Yeah, so I'll go grab the other lime spreader and a tractor.
Cool.
So let me get this back to the farm.
Sounds good.
And I'll spray it off. I'll spray it off after we get done. So.
Yeah, we'll have to make multiple trips too. But no big deal. We gotta get this field 100%, so we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Need to do a little smoke break here pretty soon.
Yeah, here probably about another 15 or so minutes.
I might just set a worker here for a second and get one going.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, you have the off, and see now. See, here's the thing. I don't mind you setting a worker to hire because I don't have it set to where the worker buys seed, buys fertilizer, and buys lime. I have that turned off.
Okay. That's also good to know. That way I don't run it out without not paying attention to where it is, you know?
Yeah. Well, he'll just stop.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, if the hired worker runs out of something, they just stop.
Oh, here, I might as well set him going right now then, huh? Yeah. What are you doing over there in the dark? It's so cool I can watch watching your stream while playing. It's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What it really reminds me of is
and one thing I want to do is, you see this tank right here? Well, I haven't got to it on the stream because there's a delay.
That's from the Coronella. That's where that one came from.
Right, this tank right here, it's a seed tank. It's seed storage.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, that one. I'm pretty sure that one started on the Coronella.
Right, and it's seed storage.
Yeah.
I want to fill it up.
Main map, yeah. You see how you have to push the button to open up? Show everybody that.
Yeah.
You got to push the
Yeah.
little button there to one opens up the little trap door, and the other one on the opposite side of the silo allows you to be able to get seed out of the silo.
Yeah.
If you ever have that mod and you pull up to it and you can't get
Yep.
seed out of it, you have to actually turn it on and interact with it instead of just pulling up and it automatically goes. I kind of like the little extra interaction there. It makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
Looks like I still
Yeah,
got
but
some in there.
that I actually want to fill it up.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure you should. Why not? Not like you don't have $13 million. But yeah, I really like that one just because it's pretty sweet. A lot of stuff on like La Cornella, or also not the same map designer, but on Sussex Farms, there's a lot of that same type of interaction where you have to like open stuff up or turn it on.
Well, that's another thing that I do like is I like interactive maps. You know.
One thing I really like about Sussex is in the pigsty area, which is on the main farm area, they give you like sheep. Maybe you have to buy the sheep actually, but they give you cows and pigs right on your main farm, and chickens too, I think. Yeah, and
Yeah.
chickens as well. Um, but on the pigs, actually, I think it's on both, but they could auto accept bales. So if you do baling with grass or hay or straw, you could put a stack of bales on the trigger for your straw for your bedding, and it'll just auto accept it. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So do believe it or not, so do the in-game ones.
They auto accept.
They'll auto accept if they need it.
I'll have to check that out. I thought they didn't do that before. I know on past games like on 17.
It was in it was in an update.
Oh, was it?
Like a couple updates ago.
Huh.
I read the patch notes, and they gave the animal pens, like it's mainly the cows, the ability to auto accept bales if bales were sitting on the triggers.
Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure before you couldn't even loose dump in, like in like I don't remember on 15, but on 17, I don't think you were able to just loosely dump into the animals. I think you had to like shoot a bale into it, like chew up the bale into the hopper.
I honestly can't remember on 15. I can't remember 15. I know on 13. If you had loose straw and it was in a forge wagon, right, and you had cows, you could take the forge wagon over to the cows and dump the loose straw out of the forge wagon.
You said you were able to if you already had it in the forge wagon?
Yeah, if you picked it up out of the field in the forge wagon on 13, you could take it over to your cows and dump
cool.
out of the forge wagon into your cows, into your cattle. So I'm pretty sure you should have been able to still dump loose straw. You may not have been able to dump it out of like a bucket, but you should have been able to still use to dump loose straw out of a forge wagon in
15.
In 15.
Yeah. Huh, maybe I just never did. This tractor's nice and dirty now. I'm heading back.
Yeah, you see, you're running that little tractor. I'm running an 8R.
Yeah. Oh, I like this one. We're doing 32 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Pretty standard tractor. I just like the way this little John Deere looks. It's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's not a bad little tractor, dude.
Nice little cab on it. It's pretty sweet. Getting late. 8:19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we got nothing else to do.
Right. Plenty to do. So much to do. Just gotta finish up with this lime, and then we're going to start getting some seeding going.
Yeah. I might fast forward until the sun's up.
You should before we start seeding.
Before we start seeding.
Yeah, sounds good.
No.
Over here to get some more lime. So I'm gonna pull up on this other side. Up here, get the lime. Make sure it's lime, not fertilizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to redo that a little bit because I got some stuff that's too close to other tanks, and if you're too close to it, it'll think you're trying to access the other one.
Yeah. I saw you having trouble with that back there.
Yeah. Which, I don't understand that. I wasn't even anywhere near the herbicide tank. Why was it saying I was trying to pick up herbicide? You know?
Uh-huh. It's probably just glitching out because the triggers are all kind of stacked on top of each other back there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we've actually had a pretty active freaking chat tonight, though, man.
Yeah, for sure. He says you got 4 people on yours.
4 people,
It's been
31
quiet on
had
my
31
end, but I'm not
had
worried
31
about it.
comments.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm still here, so it's cool that you guys are actually watching us. If you guys are actually watching us right now, it's pretty fun, pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And smoke him if you got him too. Figure I'd get one loaded while I'm getting that lime loaded, you know.
Yep.
Alright, heading back now. Full load of lime. Full loaded pipe. This little John Deere does just fine for this.
Yeah.
On the Cornell, I bought my first little Macy Ferguson small tractor. I almost always go with medium or large tractors because I play with medium or large maps. So on that map, you know, a nice little small tractor does just fine on there. Just because you're not using big equipment on there anyways.
Yeah.
Everything's like, you know, downsized on that, but that's been a fun map. You know, you're gonna hear me talk about that map quite a bit, just because it's a good one. All the new crop types and stuff like that are pretty fun. Compost is my favorite. It's like black gold.
Oh yeah, there was a on 17. What map was it that I had that had the compost ability?
On 17.
Yeah, it was on 17, and it was on PC, and there was a map where you could that came with compost, right? But it was a little more different. You actually had to add fuel to it.
Oh, that's interesting.
And everything. So it was like super involved. But God, the money you made off of it. You know.
Yeah.
And you could literally take anything and turn it into compost. root crops, hay, straw, you know.
Yeah, I think now you could use like straw, grass, chaff,
Yeah.
and sugarcane, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make a killing off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to make pellets on that? Not on that new pellet mod. Yeah, you can't even use that new pellet harvester mod thing on the Cornella. There's already too many crops.
Yeah.
It's all me now. You're already doing too many things.
What do you mean, Jason? What do you mean volume went whack? Can you not hear us?
You can still hear me good, right?
Yeah, he says hardly hear you. I don't...
Can you hear me better now? My mic was a little bit further away from my face.
Yeah, mine was too.
I was able to hear you pretty good, though.
Static almost. Huh. Well, Jason, I'm going to be ending my stream, this block of my stream here in a few minutes anyway. So, come back. I hope everybody comes back.
Yeah,
we're up to 5 now. You know. So I'm going to be ending it here in a... So I'm going to be ending it here in a few minutes anyway, so I can step out and have a cigarette and that. And, so I'm just going to make another pass or two. Actually, shit. We're almost done.
Yeah, another pass or two, we should have it.
Yeah, so...
but stay posted, though. There's going to be more to come still. It's just kind of a more intermission break, so...
Yeah, that's more or less what it is. It's just a break
just
for
taking
me to...
a smoke break. He's stopping his live feed. But we're still going to be here, so if you guys want to stay tuned, we'll be right back on here shortly after we get off, whenever he decides to get off. And for everybody watching mine, I'll be stopping as well here shortly, but I'll be getting back on as well with kind of another episode. This one's gone on for an hour and 3 minutes so far, so not too bad.
So hey, Smoke, make sure you jump back to your channel, so that way you can save your live stream to your playlist.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been saving all of mine.
Yeah, because like an idiot, Jason, you missed it. Or the episode that was before this one, I was watching Smoke's channel, forgot to jump back over to my channel when I ended the stream to save it. So,
and it was our harvest video too.
And it was our it was the last part of our harvest on this field.
We went for that 440 something, or almost
440. Man, I feel like such a jackass.
That's right. We got another one coming, so we just gotta make sure we get all this 100%, and then we can do another harvest like crazy people. You gonna stay out long enough to do that?
What? Yeah, this little spot? Oh yeah.
No, I mean
this little sliver.
I mean for the whole harvest.
Oh shit! I'm empty.
Oh yeah, I should have enough to come back.
So, all right. Well, I'm gonna at least get this back to the yard before the farmyard. But yeah, don't worry, Jason. If you're gonna stay on long enough, we're trying to see if my math is correct. That if we keep this field clean, harvest or fertilize 100%, and no weeds in it, if my math is correct, and we double
our harvest, our yield.
Smoke's channel name
Oregon Trees.
is Oregon Trees.
Oregon Trees, yeah, check me out.
So trust me, it took me a minute to find his channel too, because apparently there's a music group out there that's got the same name. So,
and my stuff's not gaming videos either, so
yeah.
you can check those out too if you want.
Yeah.
Nope. No big deal on that. Yeah, Oregon Trees though, hit me up. It's my first night streaming. Oh, Irish Wolf and I actually really pretty much just met today. We gamed one time on my map for a bit.
Yes, it's Oregon Trees.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, wash this thing off real quick. Make my 8R look pretty. Got to keep that green paint clean.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this block. I'm going to take a short 10-minute break to get a cigarette in and all that. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad. I don't know. Tell everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, definitely subscribe, like, share.
Don't forget about Smoked Oregon Trees on YouTube. And that's it. It's your boy Irish, and I will be right back.
Yep, it's Smoked, and I'll be right back as well. You guys have a good time. The next video should be probably the next episode. We're gonna finish off doing this lime. Actually, the lime is done, I think. Here, let's double check that. See if that's all good to go. Oh, one more little strip right here he missed. So we'll go ahead and finish that off, and then we'll end it here, but I'll finish that off, and then we'll get all the seed hawks all set up, ready to go, and we'll get this field all planted and fertilized all up again. So check us out. All right, peace.